Because I was just connecting
my
it.
point is like whatever way you interpret it or whatever, doesn't matter as long as you live by it.
Yeah, right.
What I'm saying is that you have to put into practice whatever you think.
Yes.
And then see the result. That's all.
Yeah, because you do get the result. If you do,
Yes.
you can see it for yourself.
Yeah, see, so, but just don't speak or talk or write a book or write that thing about that thing and this thing and that thing.
Very true.
Yeah. I mean, you could write many books, but you don't have to live by any of those books.
Very true. Yeah, true. Yeah, for example, I wrote one book. I was going to write a second book and I said, what's the point? What am I going to achieve by it? I just stopped. I said, there is nothing that I have to say which either I can implement first myself and then tell somebody else. So why do that wrong karma of saying something?
Yeah, so some seriousness has come in. So that's seriousness. That's called seriousness.
Yeah, so the sense of responsibility towards
sense of responsibility, some seriousness that you won't do that. Like, and people just don't have that seriousness.
Yeah, even on my channel now, I feel that what is there to say myself? I can keep making videos and just putting it out there, but is there any substance only if I really know something for sure?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, a lot of people are making there are a lot of YouTube channels, millions of YouTube channels. People are speaking continuously and people are saying things without actually knowing anything.
Right.
Because that just gets you attention and gets you views or gets you subscribers or whatever. Like, if you make something up and the crazier the theory, the more followers you'll get. Like.
Right, true. Yeah. And it's like a rat race. It's like a bhed chart. Everybody is doing what everybody is doing.
Yeah, but that's just to get attention. Okay, even if you get attention, then what are you going to do? What are you going to do with that attention?
Yeah, even if you have like 1 million likes on it, how does it help?
What attention you get? What are you going to do with that attention? Yeah, can you actually guide those people who are putting attention on you? Can you actually tell them anything for real, or what's the point of it?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, all of this, like that, unless that basic seriousness comes inside of being a sense of responsibility and sense of righteousness.
Yes. Right.
I am not going to do or speak anything which I can't live by.
Right, which I don't first-hand knowledge of.
Yeah. So that's so it has to get to that point.
Yes.
There is no. All these things are only there because all these people, all these theories are there only because you don't have to live by them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Advaita is only there. Vedanta society is only there because, I mean, there's no question of society then. Vedanta, there's no society after. You can't say Vedanta society after, or organization or anything after that. Yeah. So any of this thing, I mean, I find it's a very big joke. The whole thing.
It is, yeah. It is actually.
Yeah, and I mean, whosoever follow those things, I don't know what they do exactly.
Right.
What is their actual action based upon this? According to their theory, I know what the action should be. Like, in a world of Maya, you don't partake of Maya at all. So you finish.
Yeah. Right.
It's akin to suicide, basically.
Yes, being in denial of.
Yeah.
And still, it's a contradiction. Still doing it, but being mentally in denial of it.
Yeah.
You're contradicting yourself every second of the day.
Yes. Yeah. Then why stop? Stop doing? Why contradict?
Yeah.
If you really believe it to be true, or really believe that that's a thing, then that's what you should do.
Stop all action.
Yeah. But that you don't really believe in it. Like, that's the whole point. And why are you teaching others? And why are you speaking it? Like, so.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this day and age, it's all crazy. I mean, I'm saying it's total madness. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Actually, when you say those words, it actually is that. It is madness. It is absolutely crazy. It is a bizarre jungle where anybody can do anything. Think that they get away.
Yeah. And that's how it is, and that's why these things are there. Why was this Vedanta not being talked about in Krishna? Why didn't Arjun talk Vedanta to Krishna?
Right.
Why didn't Arjun say, there is Advait, why should I fight?
Yes, yeah.
Matter ends, like, I mean, all kinds of things are, I mean, yeah. So it's not like, I mean, it's just a age where people think they can get away with anything. That's all there is. When they actually, no one gets away with anything. That's a fact. Finally, murder was always.
Yeah, right.
You know, but this is just and it's a crazy attempt, and especially people who are trapped on Earth plane, for them to do these kind of things and indulge in this kind of thing, it's even more ridiculous.
Right. So I have one question about, they say that somewhere I was reading that this is the Karam Bhumi, BhuLok is the Karam Bhumi. And in other lokas, this is a very, so the 840,000 yonis that we go through, is that true that the human being, to be born as a human being, actually goes through all those yonis?
I mean, there's no such fix. No, there's no set rule like this.
There is no such thing. Okay.
No, there's no set rule like this. And Karam Bhumi, man, I mean, what do they mean? Like, so they mean that in heaven there is no karma.
Yeah, that's what I was reading somewhere. That
I mean, if there was no karma in heaven, so then when Indra did not behave well with the Rishi, why was he cursed?
Got punished. Yeah, he got all those 1,000 eyes on his. Yeah.
If there was no karma, then how come actions have consequences?
Yes. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, there can't be any realm where actions won't have consequences. I mean.
Oh wow! This is I mean, if you go look at online stuff, there's a lot of even written nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, because anyone can make a website, anyone can write anything, everyone can say anything, anyone can write anything, anyone can do anything. That's a fact. Okay, that's what the situation is in this world. So beings who right now who want to get to the truth or reality will have to go through all kind of nonsense and have common sense
and sift through,
penetrate or go through all of it to not fall.
Use process of elimination. Keep putting it in the dustbin.
Yeah. Because they'll say anything. Like, I mean, but I can find counters to any of these things. I mean, because it's not possible for any realm to have. Even the whole story about those gatekeepers of Vishnu, which is in Vishnu Loka, like, which is
right. Yeah.
Even they had karma. Like,
yes, they had to be born 2 times.
Forget about heaven.
Yes.
I mean, every realm will have karma. I mean, how action consequence will be there everywhere in creation. Like, how can anything be outside of action consequence? Like, I mean, that is just. Yeah.
And that means several places the Bhagavad Gita is also being.
They don't understand this. This particular lok, is not there for actual karma. They means that you cannot try to have fun out here.
Correct.
Like,
okay.
In the way of heaven.
Yeah. So you are here to do seriously.
Yeah. I mean, whenever you are in prison.
Yourself.
Whenever you are in prison, your only thought should be about
getting out.
Getting out of the prison. That should be the normal, sensible thing to do.
Yeah. Right.
You can't say, I'm going to enjoy the prison as much. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But there's not much to enjoy.
There isn't. Yeah, no.
You try to enjoy a little bit, you'll get some disease. Like, I mean, it's not designed for that.
It's so momentary. I mean, whatever so-called enjoyment is.
Yeah, out there, this is not designed for. This is a prison which is for making people understand that they have done something wrong and they better do something right now.
Right.
So that means you have to do the right action. So that's the only karma bhumi. Karma means you have to do the right action.
Right. Yeah.
This is a bhumi, means like a land for doing the right action.
Yes.
And it's that thing that you do it immediately. You don't have much time.
Right. True. Yeah.
Life is not very long. Lifespan is not very long.
Yeah.
So for people to do it immediately. Whatever they have to do, the right action. So in that sense, yeah. But people making all these things up, I mean, that way, I mean, there are millions and billions of nonsenses in everything right now. And it's only there because people get away with it. There's no law against it. Like, at least in the human man-made laws.
True. True.
And no one holds anybody for that thing. That, oh, you're saying this and you should do as per that.
Right. That's why people get the feeling that they are getting away with everything.
Yeah. I mean, there's no people outside the Vedanta society asking them to do this, go live by the Vedanta.
Very true.
There should be a whole crowd forcing them to act by.
Very true. Yeah.
What they're teaching.
True. And they so wrongly quote it as coming, I mean, they of course talk about Upanishads, but when they refer to the Vedas, they are referring to it in a very wrong way.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know anything in the Vedic Vedas or Puranas or Vedic, which is anything to do with anything other than PBS, like or penance or tapasya, or I don't know anything.
Yeah, right.
There are Vedic concepts of tapasya, all the Vedic concepts.
But besides yourself, nobody else is talking about that.
Yeah, but that's all the scriptures are all fulfilled with that only. There's nothing else.
Right.
There. Yeah. I mean, so that's the funny bit. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, I mean, and like I said, anybody can say anything about anything.
Yeah.
And somebody can tomorrow say like all of allopathy is all about herbs only.
Right. True. Yeah.
Who can stop?
That's very true. Right.
Yeah.
I just spent one week reading about Advaita, and I realized it's just not making sense.
Yes.
And that's when I wrote to you that, because it just, initially it seemed interesting to read, and then it just didn't make sense. So I said, best is for you to clarify. And you're right.
I mean, that's why there's so many things. I mean, people have brief history of time as well by something, Stephen Hawking or something. People try to read that too. In that it says like there was a dot, and from that suddenly like the whole Big Bang happened and multiverse, the universe came into being.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, how can a dot create that thing? I mean, where is the science behind that? What is the
right? Yeah.
Like, yeah, but there's no questioning of anything.
Right.
You can say anything like it's a coffee table book. It's a coffee table thing.
Exactly.
Like you can just
yeah. Or whether people go into quantum physics and try to find all the answers there. It's all nonsense actually.
Yeah, quantum physics is saying like we can't say anything. In other words, means like we don't know. It's another way of saying we don't know.
We don't know. Yeah. But they confuse you. This atom, that atom, this, that, and the other, and then you have nothing at the end. There's no knowledge really.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time even reading all that.
Yeah, because it's to turn humans away from practical things. What they can do with the human body once they have the human body, and how to actually get out of cycle of birth and the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But I wasted my 1 week reading about all that.
Yeah.
And hopefully, after listening to this, people won't waste their time reading about.
I mean, the people have soap operas and stuff. People have all kinds of things. People waste their time in all kinds of things.
Right.
The distractions and diversions will be millions.
Yes. And to understand the time is of essence for everybody.
Yeah.
How to use it.
So there is no dearth of distractions and diversions of this.
Absolutely.
Which will take you away from the point.
True.
Yeah. So
TV,
that is all. Yeah, there's all kinds of things. So which don't have to have anything to do with reality. So that's all. Like that's so once people get above this kind of thing, so either people get sensible. That's why I said connect to nature so you get some common sense.
Yes.
I think common sense. Otherwise, there's so much nonsense around that you'll be caught up in one or the other.
Right. Very true.
Yeah. That's why I stress grounding, I stress all these kind of basic things.
Yes.
So that people get some, because people are so crazy right now that they need some basic grounding and basic that thing to even come to some sort of center or some sort of sensibility where they can actually discern anything.
True. Yeah, I think, and the more we do that, the more we'll understand what is it that we need to spend our time on.
Yes.
That is where I think the free will comes, that we have to choose to use our time in the right way.
Yeah. And I mean, people love terms. Like in the West, for example, people love new terms. Or they have terms like Advaita, like Feng Shui.
Yes.
They just love terms. They just
it's
love
very fashionable.
New, exotic.
Yeah, right. Something very
terms.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't have to mean anything. Doesn't have to have like it's just fun. This can be in fashion right now. Like this year Feng Shui can be in, next year Vastu can be in.
Like,
yes. Yeah. I mean, it's just another fad. Just another term. Just another. These are it's superficial. It's nothing to do with reality. It's nothing to do with seriousness. It's nothing to do with proper anything. You're just throwing around of terms. That's why I'm not for people using any Sanskrit term because they don't understand anything really. Like, yoga also I've had to say so much before in different times I'm speaking, like James saying. There's no Sanskrit term for yoga,
yoga, right.
But
I've also become conscious now not to say karma, not to say moksha, not to say yoga.
But even people can use that. Like term can be used by people, but they don't understand what it is.
Yes. Especially if you're living in the western side of the world.
The term, but you don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
So there's continuous use of terms and throwing around terms all the time, like without any left, right, and center, without any meaning or thought or anything or realization or reality. Like
true.
Yeah. So I mean that's like kids playing with something.
Right.
Yeah. Kids who go, I got another word. Oh, I'm going to play with this word now. I got this another word. I'm going to play with this word now.
These are all distractions for us. These are all.
Yeah. It's like kidology. The whole thing is.
Yes.
Like you're in kindergarten basically. Like throwing around, tossing around words, and it's a dangerous kindergarten. Like these are words not meant to be thrown around and tossed around like that.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But kids don't understand. Kids are fine with whatever. Like does not matter. Like.
Right.
In the kid world, there are no consequences. Do you think kindergarten things kids understand anything about consequences?
Right.
They don't have that even that thing. There will be some consequences.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the situation for most of humanity as a whole right now.
Right. Very true.